no, why are these dead? Why are you dead? Oh no. What the fuck?
Can I help in any way?
I think so. Do you have everything you need? There's still a couple more coming in, so make sure you're getting in tight.
What is this, 2018?
I know, right? Pre-COVID. I love it. Okay, friends at home. It's looking like the microphones are dead. So, just gonna do the best I can. Yeah, because I'm sitting right by the computer. Yeah. Shit, why is that happening? Like, are they not? They're not even showing that they're plugged in.
I came early today. I was like, there's more spots on the wall. I think this is good. As long as I get to, like, yeah, okay.
It's fine, because the mics are dead. So, I'll try to charge them right now. I don't know how long they're going to take. It's always something. Mercury's going retrograde soon. Good morning. Good morning. Wow. Wow. Did you all bring a friend today? Did a lot of you bring a friend? Just one? Did anyone else bring a friend? Yeah, awesome. Yay! Welcome friends. Welcome friends. Sorry, having some tech issues. As always. And as you can see, we can always make room for one more. Like literally, we can always make room for one more. Welcome, new friends. Welcome everyone. Good morning. My name's Mariel. I'll facilitate the practice today. This is Melissa. She assists. And Camden's on the mat for folks at home and folks in the room. If you don't know what we're talking about, look at Camden because she's a genius. Folks at home, you can probably hear me okay now. It's not crisp and perfect, but we have 2 microphones now, so that this doesn't happen. And it just so turned out that both microphones are dead. So at least for the beginning of class, I am going to station myself a little closer to the computer while Melissa walks around and just see if we can get enough of a charge to clip a mic. And I'll play that a little bit by ear. And tonight is Shivaratri. It's the night of Shiva. So you'll hear all different versions of this mantra in the yoga tradition called Om Namah Shivaya. What do you think? There's room in the back, Elena. Thank you. Sorry. Was there anyone else down there, do you know? No? We could fit more. It's the night of Shiva, the night that we honor and salute and worship Shiva. This is the Lord Shiva, the Lord of Yoga, and his rendition as the cosmic dancer, Shiva Nataraj. So we'll work towards that pose today. There's a pose in the yoga tradition called Shiva Nataraj. Everyone will need a strap for that. The mantra is Om Namah Shivaya. Bless you. And I actually found my original mantra card, which many of you know, and if not, I want you to know that the lineage of yoga that I practice and teach is called Rajanika Yoga. It's rooted in the Sri Vidya tradition of southern India. It was where the north assimilated with the south, and so it turns everything hierarchical on its side. It's called the Shakta tradition that centers the divine feminine and dismantles hierarchy. And so we are not a guru tradition, like the guru is within each of us. And so we aspire to intimacy in that we just have so much to learn from each other. We get that in relationship to intimacy. However, in my early 20s, I didn't know that yet, and so I did receive this mantra from a guru. And it's called Om Namah Shivaya. You'll hear it a lot. And so Om is the all-encompassing primordial sound and vibration from which everything emerges and returns. So when you have Om in a mantra, it surrounds and contains everything that comes after. So the ring of fire around Shiva symbolizes the Om. And then the Namah Shivaya represents the 5 acts of Shiva, which is to create, sustain, dissolve, conceal, reveal. And this is the 5 acts of creation that, Shiva is within because we are all doing those 5 things all the time at all times. And so this is meant to be a mirror of reflection that reminds us that we're always in this game of life wherein there is creation, sustenance, dissolution, concealment, and revelation. And so the drum symbolizes creation, the fire symbolizes dissolution. The standing leg, which we're going to talk a lot and practice a lot today, is about stability. I'll talk about that in a second. I promise we're going to do yoga. If you're new here, we're going to do yoga. Stability. And then the arm in front here conceals. And this leg reveals. This is called anugraha, and it means grace. And feel free to come up to the statue anytime. It's not sacrilege, I apologize. It's actually very clean right now. Oh, someone's playing you. So good. Sometimes I'm like, it's really clean. This symbolizes that grace is the closest thing to you, that the graceful upturned foot, the anugraha, is the closest thing to you from the statue. So that is very symbolic, that grace is the closest thing to you. So Om Namah Shivaya means like I salute the Lord Shiva, the auspicious one who is within. Like every single one of us is an expression, a manifestation of the divine. And so the mantra is a salutation to the self. The mantra means I honor the self within me, and it has the power to awaken your own innate spiritual energy called Kundalini. Once Kundalini is awakened, meditation happens spontaneously and spiritual unfoldment occurs naturally. You may use the mantra as a potent tool for entering meditation. When your mind is filled with the vibration of mantra, it is naturally drawn away from its involvement with thoughts in the outer world. In this way, your awareness gently turns inward toward the experience of your own divinity, the inner self. This experience exists within everyone. To become established in this state is the highest attainment available to human beings. A little bit of a different tradition. Okay, try it out. And so it's said that on the festival, the night of Shiva, like our wishes, our practices are multiplied 1,000-fold. And so I really wanted to offer the mantra to you today because I've been working with another mantra lately. It's called Japa, J-A-P-A, when you silently repeat a mantra to yourself. And it's not a way, I'm not using it to check out of the noise of the world. Like the world is so noisy. And we are the householder tradition, so I've been finding that my japa practice is just helping me stay attuned and centered. It's helping me just stay centered so that when I'm out in the world, I'm not so shook by the outrage. I'm not immune to the outrage. It's fucking outrageous. But that I can stay centered and grounded. And this is where we're going today. So the year of the horse is coming on Tuesday. This is the final bits of releasing what's complete. Has anyone like had a revelation about what's complete, what's getting released or shed? Do you want to share? Okay. I've been like really sitting in it, and it hasn't been super clear, which is why you probably heard me talking about it can work on a subconscious and unconscious level. Holy shit, it came to me today. I think I have like a little bit of a stomach thing. So I was inspired by that. I am totally, like, if you know me well, you know this about me, like, I love other people's shit. We all have so much shit. It's a mess. Like, it can be shitty, yeah? But we don't have to take other people's shit. Did you know that? Do you ever take other people's shit? No one here? Yeah, some of you do. This literally came to me today. Done, hopefully. That's the hope. But it's the year of the horse, and in order for us to be able to embody and really experience the momentum that the horse can provide and offer, we have to like put down the shit that weighs us down. The other thing I've been thinking about, I was in a sound bath in here, and I remember that this is a stable. This is an old horse stable. And if you're ever in Shavasana, you could like look up and see remnants. And that the horse, yes, it has momentum, and I'm excited for that. The horse also has stability. And stability is the standing leg. And you've heard me say this for years now, that stability is not the absence of instability. So it's really about asking ourselves, what is stability? What does it mean to you? What does it feel like in your body? And that the horse does have this beautiful, graceful, like wild and free momentum, and that the horse also equally, if not more of the time than its movement, it embodies and exudes stillness and stability. And this is the exact play that we celebrate and worship on Mahashivaratri, the night of Shiva, is the union of Shiva and Shakti, which is the union of pure awareness, stillness, and stability, the union of these two, and creative expression and movement and dynamic energy. And that they're not separate, the two are one. And that we really need to get
become stable in a world of instability. So we're going to play with that in our standing leg today. Everything's an invitation, not an obligation, so please feel free to take it or leave it. Modify, spectate, hydrate as you like. Darn, I really wish that one could be on the mic today. But for us, I'm glad you're all here. Keep bringing your friends. And I shared the playlist. I made an Om Namah Shivaya playlist. It's all Om Namah Shivaya for like 3 hours. You can fall asleep listening to it, or just fall asleep whispering Om Namah Shivaya to yourself tonight. And in many of the traditions, you stay up all night chanting Om Namah Shivaya and fasting all day and chanting all night. But I hope everyone gets a really good night's sleep. And to that end, we'll go hard. Make yourself as comfortable as humanly possible. Again, everything I offer is an invitation, not an obligation. So much of the practice in our tradition is really the invitation to find your pace, to find what feels appropriate for you, and to tune in order to find your pace and stop trying to conform to extrinsic ideals of pace and whatnot. So I like to invite you to start by making yourself really comfortable. You can sit tall, you can lean back against a wall, you can totally recline into the lap of the earth, and just give yourself a moment to settle. Bless you. To seek a moment of stillness. Shiva resides within the gift of embodiment as this central channel from the base of our being, our ground of being, the pelvic floor, all the way up through the crown. Sometimes you'll hear it referred to as the Sushumna Nadi. The central channel through which Shakti, the energetic, dynamic movement of energy flows in, through, and by this channel. And so the gift of life that the universe offers descends down through the crown, down through that central channel, down into the base, the ground of your being. Shiva is the ground of consciousness. And as it hits the ground, it rebounds straight back up through the crown. And when you exhale, the outer body can soften and settle and sort of like drape itself over this inner channel. Again, the breath descends down through the crown. I picture sometimes like, what do you call those whale holes? Sorry. Blowholes. Your breath. Your blowhole. Crown chakra. Breathe in through. Sorry, bring it back. The breath descends down into being, into the ground of being. It rebounds up, and as you exhale, the outer body softens and the inner body exudes. It emanates from inside out. And so with each breath, that central channel becomes more grounded, more extended, more expansive. So you feel your center pillar, that column of energy, getting more grounded, taller. I was about to use the word erect. I'm so glad I didn't. And expands, even like from within, beyond the surface of your body. And as you attune to the breath, Om Namah Shivaya, the breath ignites the heart. This is the sacred inner hub where the voice of the great teacher, the guru, the auspicious one, Shiva, resides. Om Namah Shivaya. I honor, salute, bow, worship the Lord of Yoga, the voice of the true teacher within the heart, always present, intrinsically peaceful, utterly luminous and free, unbroken. Never further than the heart, which is never further than the breath. And so the physical practice is a way to create more intimacy with the breath, in turn connecting us more deeply to the heart, making us feel more grounded, more spacious, expansive, open to the blessings of life that fill us, surround us, and literally connect us from heart to heart. even beyond embodiment, if you know what I mean. You're connected to the hearts of those who have passed. They're connected to your heart. So much bigger. The connection is so much bigger than we ordinarily realize. On your next breath, we'll bring the hands to the heart center, commemoration of the voice of the true teacher, whatever you call this voice. If you're reclined, I like palm over palm. At heart center, you could also do that if you're seated. If you're seated, you might also choose Anjali Mudra. And we set the tone for our practice today by sharing the voices of our hearts together in the sound of one Om, one unified Om. And as always, please feel free to join into the sound or let it wash over you. Deep breath in. Bow to your heart. Bow to your heart. And keeping that connection inward, unwavering, release the hands. Blink open the eyes very gently. Especially if you're reclined, you can bend the legs, gently roll to one side. We'll find our way into a tabletop position. Let's see what happens over here. I wonder if y'all could hear at home. Find your breath and just begin by linking breath and movement. And imagine the whisper of Om Namah Shivaya in and on the breath. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Na Ma Shivaya. Notice what you feel, how it feels, where you feel it. Notice any tendency to think of ourselves as on the earth or separate from the earth, and really mindfully press the fingertips into the earth, through the earth. And as you press energetically through the fingertips into the earth, imagine energy like watering the earth from your fingertips, and as it infiltrates the earth, it sort of cross paths with, unites with the energetic fingerprints of those alongside you and all around you. So in the lap of the earth, we remember we are all deeply connected. We'll meet in downward dog when you feel ready. I'm going to try to be as not obnoxious as possible over here. I apologize in advance. You're totally good. Pedal the feet from side to side. Notice what you feel, how it feels, where you feel it. Breathe more deeply. More fully. Okay, I think we have a read here. I'm going to try to keep an eye on the comments. If it goes out, I'm hoping that the other mic will be charged and can come into play. On your inhale, float the right leg high to the sky. As you exhale, step it through to lunge. On your inhale, reach the arms up. And as you exhale, take a moment to pause, soften, and settle into something like stillness. Feel both feet on the ground. And as you inhale, pull your feet towards each other and feel your legs get strong from the ground all the way up into the hips, from our shared ground of being all the way up into our individual ground of being. Pull energy, drink energy. And as you press the back knee and thigh to the sky, can you descend the front thigh a little deeper? One more belly breath. The bottom of that exhale, plant your hands, downward facing dog. Drink the breath in, take it to heart. Let the breath feed the heart ignites, the heart illuminates the mind and the body here in this gift of conscious breathing embodiment. As you inhale, float the left leg high to the sky. Exhale, catch your lunge. Inhale to reach your arms up. Find your breath, let it descend down through your blowhole, all the way into your feet. As you inhale, pull the feet towards each other and reach all the way up out through your fingertips like a blowhole. Bend the front leg a little deeper, but can you press the back knee and thigh a little higher? One more belly breath. And on the bottom of the exhale, plant the hands, take it back to downward dog. Find your breath. Inhale to plank, ride the breath. Exhale to lower in the style of you. Inhale for cobra. Pause here, extra whole breath. Jen, squeeze your heels together. Yes, it's so nice to see you here. Downward dog. Just brought me a little taste of Mexico. Find your breath. Breath to heart. Heart to mind, mind to body. On the inhale, float the right leg high to the sky. Exhale, catch the lunge. Back heel to the earth. Inhale for warrior two. Find your breath. Feel your feet on the ground. As you inhale, hug the feet towards each other and try to lift the inner back thigh up and stand more into your back leg. The tendency is to tip more. Guide the knee open, Becky. Yeah, right there. So we want to get more weight to the back leg. Yes. And as you reach back as though you could link fingers with the person behind you, bend the front leg deeper, hug the front heel in, guide the front inner thigh open a little bit. I'm going to touch right here. I'm just going to feel the difference. Yeah. Forearm to thigh, right forearm to right thigh. Sweep the left arm overhead. Extended side angle. And as you root through, stand your ground through the left leg, reach as though the left arm was connected all the way into the left hip socket. From the left hip socket, root down through the left leg and reach out through the left fingertips. Bicep by the ear. You can even imagine that the left hand was on a shelf and you're pushing the shelf down to lift the whole rib cage up and back, right shoulder back, head back. And as you hug the front heel in, bend the front leg a little deeper. Whew. Left fingertips to the floor, downward dog. On the inhale, float the left leg to the sky. Exhale, catch the lunge. Back heel to the ground. Inhale for warrior two. Notice how it feels in your body. Squeeze the left heel in, guide the inner left knee open. And then reach back towards the person behind you. Nice, Ken, to bring yourself more centered in yourself. And as you center yourself in yourself, the top of the front thigh can actually descend. Do you have a knee thing going on? Is there anything going on with this knee?
A little bit.
Okay, is that so you're turning it in to protect it? You got it. My friend right here, press more through the outer heel. Yeah, think outer heel and big toe. Feel the difference? That's awesome. Left forearm to left thigh, reach the right arm overhead. Now as you push down through the right leg, hug the right foot to the front of the mat. Anchor the tailbone down, and as you hug the left heel in, guide the inner left thigh towards the little toe. And get heavy on the outer heel and the big toe ball mound. And from the core of your pelvis, anchor through the back leg as you reach through the right arm, press the right palm down to draw the rib cage up and back, the left shoulder back, the ears back, the top biceps back. And on your exhale, touch the floor, downward facing dog. Pause right here. Notice what you feel, how it feels where you feel it. Notice any newfound space. Drink the breath in, whisper it out. You probably don't even know. I know. They're all amazing. Breath to heart, heart to mind, mind to body. Inhale carries you to plank. And now just pause here. Hug your feet to the midline. Feel the legs engage. Press your knees and thigh bones to the sky and hug your butt cheeks to the midline. Hug your hands to the midline. Bring your head right in line with the spine. Lift the chin, soften the brow, if you know what that's like. And as the thighs lift and the rib cage lifts and the head lifts, right between the shoulder blades, a little softness like ghee. On an exhale, let the breath really carry you, like the breath is wearing you down to the earth. And then the inhale for cobra. Claw the fingertips towards the feet. Hug the feet towards each other like the tail of the snake. Ziplock your legs together. Press the tops of the feet down. Your knees and thighs lift. The tailbone down. Pull the hands back. One more breath. Exhale for downward dog. Whew. The breath ignites the heart. The splendor of the heart illuminates the mind and the body. And here in this gift of conscious breathing embodiment, we become the reflection, the revelation of the divine. On the inhale, float the right leg high to the sky. Exhale, catch your lunge. It's going to be a little tricky today. We're going to pivot the feet to the right for the wide-legged forward fold. Bring your strap with you for a shoulder stretch or interlace your hands behind your back for a shoulder stretch. And you just got to be like mindful, considerate of head to butt ratio. Please. It's Philly row home style. Philly row home style. We're folding between the legs with a shoulder stretch. You can start with the hands on the back of the waist. Look for your feet. Turn your toes a little bit towards the midline, like towards Shiva, towards the divine source of stability within. And as you turn your toes from the foundation towards the stability, towards the midline, hug your feet to the midline and feel how your legs actually become more stable. Hug your shoulder blades to the midline. Feel how the chest, the lungs, the heart open. As you orient yourself to the midline, everything gets stronger and more open. You tie the strength into the opening. And as you inhale, hug the feet towards each other, hug the shoulder blades together, reach your arms to the sky like a church steeple. And as you exhale, let the spine extend. Think tailbone anchors to the bottom of the ocean. The spine extends and the arms get heavy overhead like wet branches. Little bend in your elbows, try to pull the strap or the hands apart. Belly breath. On the exhale, release, follow your breath, not my voice. Turn the right knee and toes through lunge. Take it back to downward facing dog. Drink the breath in, take it to heart. From the heart, push, root, down through the arms to launch through the hips. Lift the heels high, bend the legs deep. Notice if your ribs collapse towards your knees. Keep lifting your ribs towards your back body, towards your spine. Keep that as you press your thigh bones to the sky. The heels drop toward. Breathe. Twist your. That's all I had. Now float the left leg to the sky. Exhale, catch your lunge. Again, pivot your feet to the right. Very mindful of head to butt ratio here. It could be very different from side to side. You know how row home neighbors can be. If you know, you know. I'm sorry if you know. We all know. Fold right down. Put a little bend in your elbows, a little bend in the knees. So we're not
We're not relying on the joints for stability. Turn your toes towards the midline a little bit more. Turn your toes towards the midline a little bit. Little bend in the knees. Rather than the shoulder stretch this time, just walk your hands out in front of you so that you feel like you can tip into your hands a little bit. And keeping your heels on the ground, like tip forward into the balls of your feet as much as you can, keeping your heels on the ground. Can you feel that? Now a little tiny bend in the knees and press your thigh bones back and your tailbone down, and then see if the whole spine can extend vertebra by vertebra. You might even hold opposite elbows. If that's too destabilizing, keep your hands on the floor. And bend into the right leg, the bare minimum to find a stretch through the inner left thigh. And then bend into the left leg, the bare minimum to find and feel a stretch through the inner right thigh. Thank you, Melissa. And then push both legs straight, fold right down the middle. Turn the left knee and toes through lunge and take it back to downward facing dog. Find your breath. Let your breath carry you through the linking vinyasa in the style of you. Let your breath carry you. Inhale like a plank. Exhale to lower down. Let the breath carry you. Inhale for cobra. Maybe extra breath in there. We'll meet in downward facing dog. Take your time. Find your breath. On the inhale, float the right leg high to the sky. Exhale, catch your lunge. Lower the back knee down, pad with a blanket as needed. And bring your blocks high to frame your front foot. Walk your blocks back towards your hips. Walk your back knee back a little bit. Tuck your back toes under. Go ahead and tuck your back toes under. Let's give you more awareness of connection to the back leg, what can't be seen but can be felt. That's symbolic of Shiva, the energy that can't be seen but can be felt. And you'll notice that the hips and pelvis are kind of dropping down and forward towards the front foot. Do you know what child's pose is? We're gonna move our butts all the way towards the back heel like child's pose. Yes. Now flex your front foot, spread the toes. Notice if the weight's falling to the outer heel, press more through the inner heel. And as you dig the front heel down, press the heel down and back. Bend the front leg a little bit so your knee is lifting up. And now rather than pressing the knee down, press the thigh bone down. Belly breath. And check it out. I think many of you can walk your back knee back a little bit more. We actually want that back knee behind the hip if possible. The back knee behind the hip with the hips and pelvis moving towards the back foot. Are we in our guts now? Breathe. Press the front heel down and back. Press the front knee up. Press the front thigh bone down. Notice what you feel, how it feels, where you feel it. It's called a stretch. Okay, bend the front leg, walk your back knee in. Walk the blocks forward. We're actually just going to step forward. Left foot meets the front foot at the top of the mat. Fold over your legs, bow to your heart. Feel, notice, observe the difference, if any, from side to side between the legs. Do the legs feel still? Does one leg feel more grounded and or more stable than the other? And does it have anything to do with a stretch? We'll step the right foot back to lunge. And just like Milo, you might actually want your blanket a little further back on your mat, knowing that we're gonna sort of inch our way back. Walk your blocks back to frame your front foot. Walk your back knee back. Walk your blocks back some more to walk your back knee back some more. And when you can't walk the back knee back anymore, tuck the toes and shift your hips towards your back heel.
And as you shift your hips back, flex the front foot. The toes draw up and back towards the kneecap. The kneecap lifts up and the thigh bone presses down. And maybe you walk the blocks back and you walk the back knee back some more so that the back knee gets all the way, lift the back knee for a sec. The back knee gets all the way back behind your hip. And then when the back knee gets back that far, again, the tendency is going to be for the hips to drop down and forward. We want to press the front heel down and back and try to move your tush towards your back heel. That's a different story. That's like pulling you, drawing you from the periphery into the depths of your being rather than just overextending. Breathe, belly breath. Soften in the neck, jaw, throat, brow. Also, there's so much symbology. I've been really meaning to just book a little mini immersion on all the symbolism of the icon in the studio. Can bend the front leg, walk it back in. When you come up here closely, so this is like a snapshot of a wild ecstatic dance. He's dancing, so it looks like stillness because it's a statue, but the only thing that's actually still and stable is the standing leg. Everything else is like absolute dynamic rage and bliss. But the gaze is called Shanta. The gaze is peaceful. It's a peaceful, open eye, soft brow gaze, Shanta. Downward dog. Pedal the feet, feel the difference. Notice any newfound space. And as you pedal the feet, sort of tiptoe your feet towards your hands and come back into the forward fold at the top of the mat. Fold over your legs, bow to your heart, bow to your heart, to your legs, to your ground of being. Yourself as the source of your own stability. Bow to yourself as the source of your own stability, divine within. That central channel, that pillar of pure awareness and stability that expands from the depths of your being to the crown and from inside out in all directions. Right foot back to the lunge. Blocks high this time inside your front foot. Lower the back knee down. Of course, again, patting the back knee as needed. And then bending the back leg with the right hand. We're going to find the right foot for a thigh stretch. And tie your awareness to the back foot. What can't be seen but can be felt, although feel free to peek. You could use a light of awareness via your eyes. That's totally a thing. And as you find the back foot in some way, shape, or form, activate the foot. Make the foot active. Spread the toes of the back foot like the flames, the ring of fire around Shiva, like rays of light, like wildfire. Spread the toes. Could you get a space between each toe? And if it's hard, you could even like interweave the digits of your fingers between the toes. Everyone turn your back foot more to the right. Press the back knee down and forward. Press the front foot down and back. Does that make sense? And then maybe bring your left hand to your left thigh. That requires stability. The stability is going to come from pulling the back knee forward and pulling the front foot back. Think down through the back knee, forward, down through the front foot and back. And as you press the left hand into the left thigh, maybe the left arm gets straighter, the left shoulder back. Can you slide the ribs towards the back foot, the shoulders, the collarbones towards the back foot, the palate, the ears towards the back foot, and bend the front leg a little deeper. Woo! Gently release. Downward dog. That's called binding yourself to yourself. You bind yourself to yourself and it creates a stability, a stabilization. You know what it's like to lose yourself. Tiptoe your feet forward. Move forward with mindful steps, mindful movement. As you move yourself towards yourself, bow to your heart. Om Namah Shivaya. I bow to the voice of the true teacher, always present, intrinsically peaceful, unbroken, and free. Never further than my heart, which is never further than my breath. Step the left foot back to lunge. Is that true? I'm fact checking. Great. Lower the back knee down. Blocks high inside the front foot to start. Tuck the back toes. Press the back knee down. That's how you avoid that hamstring cramp that sometimes stabs. You got to press the back knee down as you bend the leg, and with the left hand, find your left foot. It's a lot of people today. I'm so glad you're all here together. Thanks for being here. It's a teacher training weekend too, so that probably has something to do with it. A lot of future teachers in the room. God bless your souls. Thank you. I have a friend who's like on some fancy dating app. Anyone else on the fancy dating apps? I don't even know, like it's evolved so much. I missed the apps. And he was saying how like all the ladies have in their bios that they've done yoga teacher training. And this gives me like so much hope for the just life in the future. Like just more and more people. It's like not even just like for the self, for the binding ourselves to the self. We do teacher training. So I just got to get the guys to come more too. Tell your guy friends, yoga teacher training. What the world needs. Just more people moving about our shared spaces with mindfulness and integrity and virtuosity. Imagine a world like that. Belly breathing, bind yourself to what can't be seen. That's your back foot. Activate the back foot space between each toe, like the rings of fire around Shiva. Right, like Shiva doesn't see the fire around him. What he actually sees is Shakti. His gaze is peaceful because we're here and we're all the expression of his divine beloved Shakti. She conceals herself in us in order to reveal herself as us for the beloved's reflection. So sweet. Gently release. Can you bind yourself to your concealment as the revelation? Pedal it out. Find your breath. Ride the breath. The breath is the vehicle. Inhale for plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale for cobra. Exhale for downward dog. We're going to do that 4 more times for the 5X. Inhale to plank. In your own way, exhale, slowly lower. Ride the breath up through the heart. Press the feet and hands down as the heart lifts. Exhale for downward dog. We're going round 3. Namaste. Round 4, Va. When you're ready, at your own pace, the key, the real essential key, is about finding and honoring with sincere reverence your pace. It doesn't have to be consistent. It doesn't have to be the same. Can you follow in the wake of the breath? Speed it up, slow it down, let the breath take the lead. Om Namah Shivaya. We'll meet in downward dog. Take your time. From downward dog, let's slip the right leg through to pigeon prep. Right knee wide to the right. So right knee like outside the right wrist. Your right foot could be anywhere from near your left groin to more in line with your right knee. Doesn't matter. You can walk your back knee back once you're in. Let's tuck the back toes under, bring the blocks high to frame the hips so you're more upright for this pigeon prep. It's called Ekapada Rajakapotasana prep. It's a preparatory phase of a pose that we don't often see or do. Ooh, maybe we'll do it today. Maybe. Okay, pull your knees towards each other so you're lifting up. You could also see on it's called a Murti, the statue, that his standing leg, he's standing on this little demon, Apasmara. But the demon underneath is not getting crushed. It's the demon of ignorance. And it's not that he's crushing ignorance. It's that ignorance is actually literally what supports and upholds the dance. that the ignorance is actually a feature, an often overlooked essential feature of the dance. He's in a state of bliss, and there's two states of being, bliss and rage, wherein all else is forgotten. So when you're in a state of bliss, ignorance is a key feature, because in order to be in a state of bliss, all else is forgotten. So too with rage. Anyone familiar with that nowadays? I'm like, oh, I've been so outraged that I've forgotten everything else good and beautiful. So he stands upon the demon. The demon supports it. So we're not collapsing down. We're actually lifting up so as not to crush what's beneath us. Yeah? Pull in and up. Press the back knee down and forward, lift up. Press the back knee down and forward, lift up. Bend the back leg. And with your right hand, reach for the right foot. Left hand for left foot. Pull the knees towards each other. Lift up so much that the right arm takes flight. Take flight. Flying pigeon. Press the back knee down and forward. Exhale, release. Whew. Bring your forearms to the floor in front of you. Interlace the fingers. You can tuck the bottom little finger in. Bring the elbows shoulder width apart. Press the forearms down. Press the wrist knobs down. And lift the back knee and thigh up. And as the back knee and thigh lifts up, big breath in. Right foot meets the left foot. You okay there? You don't have to do that transition, but you can do forearm plank. And then always lower your knees if you prefer. Breathe. Okay, shoulders over the wrist, tiptoe your feet forward, and as you tiptoe your feet forward, press your heart back towards your knees and thighs. Press the wrist knobs down, squeeze the elbows in. Come on to tippiest of tippy toes, press your thighs to the sky, press your heart towards your thighs, breathing. Tiptoe your feet back, lower the knees down, hands replace the elbows, downward facing dog. Whew. Breathe. We'll bring the left foot through to pigeon prep, left knee wider than the left wrist, left foot anywhere from near the right groin to in line with the knee. Bring your blocks on the highest height, framing your hips to come more upright. And then notice it feels like you're kind of collapsing down. If you pull your knees towards each other, you get a lift, a levity. Like the earth supports you and upholds you. It's not a collapse or a sinking. And as you press the back knee down and forward, bend your back leg, and with your right hand, find your right foot. And then notice if you tip to the left, can you push through the left block to tip a little bit more to the right knee? Press the right knee down and forward to reach the left arm up, belly breathing. As you inhale, pull the knees towards each other, feel the inner lift. Tie the strength of your legs into the lift, into the opening. On the exhale, gently release. Bring the forearms to the floor in front of you. This time, interlacing the hands, let's hug a block between the palms. If you're broad across the shoulders, you could take a block and a half. And we'll hold the block between the palms this way, or palms up, thumbs to the floor. Lift the back knee and thigh to the sky, squeeze the block. Big breath in. As you exhale, left foot meets the right foot. Lift the knees and thighs to the sky. Hug the bottom cheeks to the midline. Spread the top cheeks. Do you get it? Like bottom hugs the midline. Smile. Shanta. Tiptoe your feet forward. Tiptoe it in. And as you come forward, keep resisting in the upper back. Keep the heart open so you're standing in and on and from an open heart. You gotta squeeze the block for stability. Squeeze the block. Root through the forearms, squeeze the block, and press your upper back towards your thighs, and press your thighs to the sky. And tiptoe it back, lower the knees. Child's pose-ish, something like that. Find your breath.
Have a little repose, a little rest. Keep an eye on it on you. I'm gonna go check the other one too. Tree for stability on the standing leg, so they're not blocking the leg. And then baby dancer. Stability, hug to the midline, back leg to the midline, back foot active, standing leg stable.
Can we turn the volume down a little bit?
Yeah. Press down through your hands, start to lift yourself up through table. Then from table, come back to downward facing dog. Notice what you feel, how it feels, where you feel it. Inhale, bend your knees deep. Exhale, peek forward, step up to the top of your mat and forward fold over your legs. Press down through your feet on an inhale, come to rise, reach up, look up. Exhale, lower your arms down by your side. Come back to Tadasana, standing tall mountain. Bring your feet about hips width distance apart if they're not already. Shift more weight into your right leg, then bend your left knee and lift your left knee in line with your hips. So you're standing on your right leg. Press your right foot strong into the earth. Think hips back like in child's pose. Then stand tall, shoulders up and back, head back. You can stay here or bring your left hand to your left shin. Guide your left foot to your inner right knee, right calf, or if you need stability, right foot on the earth. Tree pose, wherever you are, however you choose to be, can you hug your legs in towards one another, pressing foot into leg and leg into foot? You can stay here with your arms by your side or reach your arms overhead. Big breath in. On an exhale, slowly lower your arms down, lift your knee, flex your foot. Exhale, lower your legs down, back to the earth. Come back to Tadasana, standing tall mountain. Shift more weight into your left leg or your opposite leg. Bend your right knee on an inhale, and on an exhale, flex through your foot so you stand tall down through your left foot, hips back, shoulders in line with your hips. Stay here or bring your right hand to your outer right shin. Guide your foot towards your inner thigh, inner calf, or inner ankle. On an inhale, draw your legs in towards one another. Grow tall towards the sky. As you exhale, press down through your standing foot and out through the crown of your head. Arms can be overhead or along by your side. On an inhale, lift your knee, flex your foot. Exhale, lower your feet down to the earth. Come back to Tadasana, standing tall mountain. Feel your feet on the ground. Inhale, reach your arms overhead, look up. Exhale, lower your arms down by your side, hinge from your hips, forward fold over your legs. Plant your hands down to the mat, step back to downward facing dog. From down dog, you can stay here or let your breath carry you through a linking vinyasa. Meet me in downward facing dog. Inhale, your right foot lifts up and back. Exhale, carry it through to low lunge. Inhale, reach your arms up, high crescent lunge. On your next breath in, take as many hops as you need to inhale, lift your back knee, flex your foot. Come to stand on your right leg. Press down through your standing foot, grow tall towards the sky. From here, bend your left knee,
Grab for your foot, ankle, or pant leg for a standing thigh stretch. Press down through your standing foot. On an inhale, draw your thighs in towards one another like you're squeezing a blueberry between them. Then on an exhale, grow tall towards the sky. From here, slowly begin to kick your foot into your hand back into your foot to hinge your hips back for baby dancer. Keep your left hip tacking forward, your right hip tacking back. On an inhale, draw your legs in towards one another, and on an exhale, grow long towards the front of the room. Begin to hinge your body forward, slowly release your back foot. Exhale, take a big step back, land in high lunge. Feel your feet on the ground. On an exhale, lower your hands down to frame your front foot, step back, downward facing dog. Press down through your hands to lift up through your hips and extend through the backs of your legs. Inhale, your left foot lifts up and back. Exhale, carry it through to low lunge. Inhale, reach your arms up, high crescent lunge. Exhale, bend into your front thigh. From here, take a big step forward and up on an inhale. Exhale, lift your knee, flex your foot. Right hand to right ankle, foot or pant leg for a standing thigh stretch. You can use your opposite arm as a counterbalance. On an inhale, draw your knees in towards one another. Feel the muscles of your legs engage. Then on an exhale, lengthen from your left foot up and out through the crown of your head. Be here or start to press your foot into your hand into your foot for baby dancer. Your right hip wants to peel out. Can you tack it down towards the earth by drawing your knees in towards one another and squaring your hips down to the earth? Then as you exhale, reach long through your fingertips. Slowly begin to hinge your body forward, release your back foot. On an exhale, take a big step back, high lunge. Feel your feet on the ground. Exhale, lower your hands down to frame your front foot. Step back to downward facing dog. From downward facing dog, you can be here or let your breath carry you through a linking vinyasa.
Thank you, that's beautiful. Take your time, ride the breath. Breath to heart, heart to mind, mind to body. We meet back in downward facing dog. The breath ignites the heart illuminates the mind and the body. Here in this gift of conscious breathing embodiment, as you inhale, float the right leg straight up and back. Look between the hands. Step forward loudly and boldly. Let it be known, felt, and heard. Nice. Inhale, reach the arms up. As you exhale, big step forward to balance on your right foot. Pause. As you pause and root through your standing leg, the standing leg looks like stillness, but feel how much movement there is in the standing foot. Can you feel that? If you resist the movement around the standing foot, you will lose balance. If you allow yourself to surf around the sole of the foot, to feel through the foot into the earth, you will be more stable. The more you embrace the instability, the more embodied balance you experience. Cross ankle over thigh, sit deep into pigeon chair, seat of the teacher. After the dance, Shiva sits down and looks just like this. The peaceful gaze. Inhale to rise up. Bring the sole of the left foot to the inner right thigh. Press foot into leg and leg into foot. Hands at heart center. Peaceful gaze, peaceful brow. Press foot into leg and leg into foot. Get taller. Press foot into leg, leg into foot. Root down. Press foot into leg, leg into earth. Ascend up through the crown. Little bend in the standing leg. Left hand finds the left ankle or foot. Standing thigh stretch. Draw the left shoulder up and back. Reach the right arm to the sky. Can you soften the knee, the standing knee? Hug the left knee to the midline. And as you exhale, hinge halfway forward. As you hinge halfway forward, keep hugging the back knee more to the midline. You center yourself around your center and then root through the standing leg. Kick the left foot into the left hand and reach your heart out through the right fingertips. Inhale to rise up through center. Exhale, Tadasana, mountain pose. Regroup, Shake. Anyone get burning in the standing leg? Yeah, like he's in a ring of fire. I think we call it the fire of transformation in yoga. Shake it out. Sip of water. Find your breath. On the inhale, reach the arms up, standing tall mountain. As you exhale, fold over strong legs. Bow to a strong heart. Inhale, get long through the spine. Exhale, fold. Step the left foot back to lunge. Plant the hands. Right foot meets the left foot. Plank pose. Hug to the midline. Hug the feet to the midline, the legs to the midline, the cheeks to the midline, the belly to the midline, the shoulder blades to the midline, the hands to the midline, the head to the midline. Slide the palate back. You'll feel the deepest core muscles of the neck start to awaken. By holding the head in line with the heart, the Yana Shakti, the energy of the mind, can more clearly reflect and reveal the presence of the heart. Exhale, downward dog. Beautiful. Find your breath. Breath to heart, heart to mind, mind to body. On the inhale, float the left leg to the sky. Exhale, catch your lunge. On the inhale, reach the arms up. On the exhale, big step forward to balance on your left foot. Notice that the balance is not the lack of movement. The balance comes from being receptive to the instability. Cross ankle over thigh, sit back into pigeon chair. Like Dakshinamurti, Shiva as the seated teacher. After the dance, he takes the seat of the teacher. Breathe into what can't be seen but can be felt. Inhale to stand tall. Try not to lock the knee. Think kneecap up more than back. Sole of the right foot to the inner left thigh. And it's like a zip lock. What was the blue and yellow make green seal? Press foot into leg, leg into foot. Root down, get tall. Press foot into leg, leg into foot. Root through the leg, ascend through the crown. Belly breathing. Right knee to the midline, right hand for right foot or ankle behind you. Standing thigh stretch. Everyone activate the back foot. Like the toes are like the ring of fire. And as you activate the back foot, you bind yourself, to the light of pure awareness as reflected by the activation of the back foot. And as you slowly hinge forward, the key is to keep the back foot active and to hug the back knee to the midline. You tether yourself to yourself. The back leg, as it goes back, must hug in order for you to be the source of your stability. Inhale to rise up. Exhale, Tadasana. Whoo, shake it out. Breath to heart, heart to mind, mind to body, hands to heart center, Anjali Mudra. Let the eyes soften and close. Look for the breath. Notice how naturally the breath deepens and expands in the light of the inward gaze. Feel both feet on the ground and notice if and how much more grounded you feel when you feel and notice the support of the unconditional presence of gravity under each foot, holding you up. And where's the rhythmic beating of your heart? That electric, magnetic field of positive energy, of divine energy that is always present, intrinsically peaceful, utterly luminous, virtuous, beautiful, unbroken. Let it emanate and reverberate. Let it reverberate through every fiber of your being and emanate through every cell and surface of your skin. What is complete and ready for release? Who are you becoming? Feel stable and dynamic. Release the hands. Inhale, reach forward and up. Standing tall mountain. Stand your ground, grow your ground. Extend your reach. Exhale, fold over the legs, bow to the heart. As you inhale, get long through the spine. fold, step the right foot back to lunge, I think. Right foot meets the left foot in plank pose. Hug the hands to the midline, feel the arms activate, strong like pillars. Hug the feet to the midline, feel the legs engage. 2 legs become one. Press the knees and thighs to the sky. Scoop your tailbone a little, feel the low belly lift and tone. Draw the bottom ribs in front. They're called bottom floating ribs. Can you draw them up towards the bottom tips of your shoulder blades? And then reach through the crown and soften the brow. Think ears a little bit more towards the ceiling. Everyone, yes. And then upper back a little bit more towards the floor. Woo, downward dog. On the inhale, float the right leg to the sky. Exhale through to low lunge or pigeon prep. Yogi's choice here. Locate your strap. Ooh, this is a good one. Oh no. Oh yeah.
Yoga strap or the yoga mat holder.
Yeah, but it's a strap too.
Oh.
Yeah, which is awesome. Does anybody not have a strap? This is really good. This is a fancy Manduka yoga mat strap. I'm gonna just demo with it for a second. And so you wanna make a loop in your strap as best you can. And then from our low lunge or pigeon prep, we're gonna bend the back leg and lasso the foot. Oops, that doesn't feel so great on the bamboo. I'm gonna bring this right back. I'll go back to back with Camden. Okay, so you could be in low lunge or pigeon. You'll lasso the foot, and then you want a big lasso. This is cool because it's adjustable. You want a big lasso or a long tail. You're gonna hold the strap like you're holding a tray, and the shoulder goes up and back, and then you take the elbow out to the side and overhead, like that. Breathe. I'll talk you through it. So you want a big lasso in the strap or a long tail. Lasso your back foot. Wait, where? Oh, I'm sorry. I got lost in space. Don't give me directions. Okay, now. Yeah, so left hand will hold the lasso. You lasso the back foot, so you bind yourself to yourself, and then you take the elbow out to the side, forward and up, so that the bicep is by the cheek. And now here's the key. We're not sort of sitting down or collapsing down. Hug your knees towards each other so much that your hips start to lift up off the floor. Bring your hand here. Push, yes. Can you take your front knee a little wider? Yes, and now squeeze your knees towards each other. Fuck yeah. Okay, squeeze the elbow in. Press the back knee down and forward. Press the front foot down and back, or press the front knee back to lift up. Gently release. Whew. Downward dog. Questions, comments, concerns? A little closer to the ground there. We'll switch sides. Doesn't have to be the same from side to side. Left foot's coming through to pigeon prep or lunge. If you feel kind of collapsy in the pigeon, maybe try the lunge just for, distinction, discernment. And if you feel really unstable in the lunge, try pigeon. It'll give you more stability. So it's always kind of like something gained, something lost. The lunge is going to give you more uplift, less stability. The pigeon's going to give you more stability, less upliftment. And then you'll lasso the back foot and take the elbow out to the side, forward and up. Then point the elbow to the sky. Press the back knee down and forward. If you're in pigeon, pull your knees towards each other for the lift. Beautiful. The upliftment of tying, of feeling, embodied experience of tying your strength, your stability into your opening. It comes from the back leg pressing down and forward. You tie yourself to your strength and your stability, and the stability supports the opening, the upliftment. Beautiful. Gently release. Downward dog. Keep the strap near the top of your mat. Pedal the feet. Questions, comments, concerns? I wonder what this mic is doing. Walk your hands towards your feet and your feet towards your hands. Meet yourself somewhere in the middle of it all. Meet yourself somewhere in the middle of it all. Fold over your legs. Bow to your ground of being. Bow to your heart. Bow to the divine within. Namaste. The divine in me recognizes, honors, and salutes the divine in you. Bring your hands to your hips, and on an inhale, come all the way up to standing. Okay, we're going to take the strap long. Open it up and hold it like a jump rope. Maybe you can turn to face, like step back behind the mat, like towards the back of the mat a little. Is there any extra straps? I'll do this one. Okay, so you're gonna hold it in front of you like a jump rope. We're not jumping rope, although I've been thinking about it since Mexico. And standing on the left foot, we'll step the ball of the right foot onto the strap, crisscross the strap, and step your left foot in front. Now open the palms up, and again, hold the strap like a jump rope, and go heel to butt cheek. Draw the shoulders up and back, hug the left knee to the midline, like squeeze the right knee right along the left leg, yeah? And as you hug to the midline, super slow motion, you're gonna hinge forward and take your elbows out to the sides and forward. And then walk your hands, hand over hand, down the strap towards the foot. So you bring the strap together in your hands. And as you hug the elbows in and pull the strap forward, kick the foot back. Hug the elbows together, pull the strap forward, kick the foot back, and gently release. Not easy. It's beautiful. Love a mess. Questions? Hold the strap like a jump rope. We'll place the ball of the left foot on the strap. Crisscross the strap. Step the right foot in front. Heel to butt cheek. Activate the back foot. We want to spread the toes like wildfire. Hug the knee to the midline. Super slow motion. Hinge halfway forward. Hug the back knee to the midline. Take the elbows up, out, and forward. Feed the strap into both hands. Walk your hands down the strap just as much as you can. Keep squeezing the back knee to the midline. Pull the strap forward as you kick the foot back. Hug the back knee to the midline. Hug to the source of stability within, the midline of your being. And then rise up, release the strap, shake it out. It's called the Ananda Tandava. It's the cosmic dance of bliss, and in parentheses, and rage. Because we can, and we must. Feel both feet on the ground, step to the top of your mat. Step to the very top front edge of your mat. It's like a threshold. It's the you that you are right here and now. You stand your ground. The you that you are carries everything that came from behind you, all that supports you, and all that weighs us down, quite frankly. And right here at the precipice, we put down the unnecessary weight, the parts of the story that are complete, we release, and we take with us that which supports us, that which uplifts us, upholds us. And we face into an unknown, into an uncertain, but certainly outrageous, spoiler alert, future. Who do you want to be? What do you want to become? And allow yourself to just be open and receptive. Om Namah Shivaya, to receive yourself exactly as you are. The nature of Shiva in and as you is sufficient unto itself. You have everything you need to fulfill your soul's purpose, the call of the heart. Everything you need, you have. Everything you are, you need not purge. It's called Purnatva, the perfection. Perfectly imperfect is the nature, the essential attribute of the divine, the Lord Shiva. Om Namah Shivaya. Hands to heart, feel both feet on the ground. Savor the breath. Release the hands, inhale, reach up. Flow on the breath, exhale, fold over the legs, bow to the heart. Inhale, get long through the spine, float on the breath, exhale, fold. Step the left foot back, the right foot back, plank. If you like one more little sweet taste of downward dog, now is the last moment for a dog. And as you're ready, we'll lower the knees to the altar of the earth, the front body, if there's not a bun in the oven, and gently begin to make your way onto your back. Knees bent. Actually, let's draw the knees in for happy baby. Draw the knees in, thread the arms between the legs, hold the outer edges of your feet, ankles or shins, and gently rock from side to side. Reconnecting to the unconscious here. The you that you are, that you can not even remember. Happy baby. The happy baby is the unconscious, the memory of bliss that lives in the unconscious. In the depths of the unconscious is the memory of bliss. It lives in you, as you, through you. It longs to be felt, remembered, and shared. As you scan your body with your awareness, you can see if there's any final poses, movements, or adjustments that you need or want to make in order to feel completely prepared to fully and deeply relax. You can add or remove layers, add or remove props, let your hair down, put glasses safely off to the side. Take your time and make of yourself this divine being a wholehearted offering to the lap of the earth, to the altar of the earth. Look for your breath. The divine, universal source unites with the divine creative force. The one becomes two, and in the union of the two, Shiva and Shakti, the divine universal source and the divine creative force, in their union, their yoga, they join together, and the gift of life pours forth as the form of the breath consolidates and conceals itself in all that is. Consolidates and conceals itself in you in order to reveal itself, reflect itself, express itself, share itself, and grow itself in you, as you, through you. Om Namah Shivaya. Can whisper this mantra, this sacred salutation to yourself. Can repeat it over and over again as a way to attune yourself to yourself. The final pose is called Shavasana. It means corpse pose. For Shiva resides in the cremation grounds and is the energy of dissolution. You dissolve into the lap of the earth, a return to oneness, from which the altar of oneness, the altar of the earth, all new things grow. Bless you. Invite a deeper breath in and a longer breath out. And as you deepen your breath, feel how naturally the breath deepens you. The breath ignites the heart wherein the voice of the true teacher resides. Lord Shiva, the voice of the great teacher, is always present, intrinsically peaceful, utterly powerful, luminous, and unbroken. Never further than your heart, which is never further than your breath. And as the breath ignites and reveals the splendor of the heart has an opportunity to inform, illuminate, and inspire the faculty of the mind and the agency of the body, so that our thoughts and our actions more clearly reflect and reveal the voice of the heart, the presence of the divine. Let the spirit that you are begin to gently awaken the body that you have, wiggling toes and fingers, stretching through your arms and your legs, even as you maintain the steady gaze inward. The steady gaze inward, even as movement emerges from stillness. The gaze inward is steady and strong unwavering, unshakable connection to the presence of the heart of hearts. And as you take refuge in your heart and awaken your body, let the body that you have embrace and affirm and adore in the spirit that you are literally wrapping yourself around yourself, for this is and you are the gift of life. When you're ready, bend your legs, feel your feet on the ground, and just take a moment here and now to call yourself down to earth and back to reality, and take a moment to visualize the ways in which you stretch yourself in this practice of yoga into all the activities of your daily life with a more stable awareness of and connection to your center, your ground of consciousness, yourself as the source of stability as you move out into the world. And forward in the direction of your own bright future. The embodiment, the graceful, beautiful, luminous embodiment of stability and momentum that is the year of the horse. And I look forward to all the times, the moments that we'll get to spend here together in our little yoga stable. When you're ready, roll to one side, press through strong arms, find your way into a seated posture. Any seated posture with the eyes closed and the hands folded before the heart. In Anjali Mudra. In a final gesture of sincere self-reverence that acknowledges the indwelling light of the heart. And a gesture that consciously, very consciously, and very courageously places the indwelling light before us as a guide in all we do. Repeat to yourself, Om Namah Shivaya, aloud or quietly or silently. Om Namah Shivaya. 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 And as you bow to your heart with all my heart, the divine in me bows in deep, great reverence to the divine in you. Thank you so much for choosing to be here and do this. And as always, more than anything, I thank every single one of you for all that you are and all that you do every single day of this life. Thanks, everyone. Thank you all. I didn't do the announcements things, but I know that we're going to Greece in July. It's the Epic Inner Odyssey Yoga Retreat with me and my best friend, Alex. We're doing it again because I want to bring everyone there to this deep, far corner, illustrious pocket of the world. There's 3 rooms left. And if I don't sell them, I have the chance to release them on February 27th, which I'm like on the fence about because I really want more people to come. But I can release the rooms Feb 27. So if you're curious, you're looking at it, please feel free to reach out. It's not a pay in full thing. You can do a payment plan, but you want to lock it in. And it's truly the most epic, wonderful experience of my so far 4-ish decades.